Okay, so let's follow the steps. Identify one current life experience you'd like to change. Write down a brief description of what you're having, the feelings you're having, whatever they are, frustration, confusion, conflict, anxiety, sadness, loss, fear. Do your best to be in acceptance of whatever you're going through with compassion and without judgment. Okay. So, what is the experience you're having with your finances? To see if you can identify the feeling or the general experience you're having with it.
Well, if you are financially unstable, definitely you'll be anxious of everything, anxious of tomorrow, anxious of the calls of the
So
banks.
you're anxious about,
Yeah,
so would it be accurate to say that you're anxious about money or you have anxiety about money?
yeah, it greatly affects your mental health when you're super stressed.
Well, yeah, okay, but that brings on a whole other set of labels and beliefs. So let's just stay with the wording.
Inside. Yeah.
Which feels more accurate to say I feel anxious about money or I feel anxious about finance? Finances is a bit more, I think, a bit more abstract, and money, I think, is a bit more tangible. So I think what you're saying is you feel anxious about money. Do you feel anxious about having enough money to satisfy your needs?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Would it be just generally feeling anxious about money, or more specifically anxious about having enough money?
I think just the money. The first one that you
Just
said.
anxious
Yeah.
about money. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Okay. Okay, and then step two, ask yourself what you would rather experience if you could change this. Write this down and include details, but without a long story. Stay in the realm of feeling and experience. So describe briefly what you would rather experience in regards to money.
Well, to have enough for, I don't want to say enough only for survival, but also not only for my needs, but also to satisfy my wants.
Okay, so let's see if you can describe that a little bit more and experientially, more in terms of how you would feel when you have that condition, when you have that condition in life, um, how do you think you would feel then?
Comfortable, relaxed, relief.
Comfortable, relaxed, okay, good, maybe confident, perhaps,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
very how about, maybe also what's the word? Uh secure. Would secure be a word?
Yeah. Secured. Yes. Yes.
Comfortable, relaxed, secure, confident.
Yes.
Good. So imagine right now, just using your imagination, imagine comfortable, relaxed, secure, and confident. Just imagine it. Okay? Can you imagine it?
Yes, of
I see
course.
you starting to smile. I could see that. Okay. Now I want you to take one more step here, Colleen. You're doing great, by the way. You're doing really, really great. Okay. I want you to imagine, stay with the image or the visual image of what you just imagined and see if you can let that imagination drop down into your body and you can start feeling what you would feel like when you reach that point and see if you can actually feel it and identify the feeling in your at a body level. See if you can do that.
Yeah.
You can.
Yes. Yes, I can.
And I can see that in your face. I could
Yeah,
actually
it reflects. Yeah.
see in your face that you are feeling that. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, cool, cool.
Matt, did you ever think before that you could sense what people are feeling just from looking at them, well, looking at their facial expressions or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can tell, right?
Yes. That's right.
Okay, good. All right. So now I want you to do something where I want you to flip to the opposite side again. And I want you to go back to feeling the anxiety that you spoke about earlier, um, in your present condition with regard to money, and go back to feeling the anxiety that you've been going through, like what you've actually been going through. All right. And let yourself feel that. Just give yourself permission to feel the anxiety um, that you have been feeling, and let yourself feel it in your body and just notice yourself feeling it. Give yourself permission to feel it, even though it may be a little uncomfortable for you, maybe very uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
see if you can give yourself permission to feel that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, you're doing great. You're doing really, really great. But I'm not surprised though. I knew you would do well. I knew you would do well. Okay.